Tell us about you. Where are you from? What do you do? The whole nine.
Right, so I was born in South Africa to English parents, and I moved to England in the 70s. I was educated in England, and in my mid-20s I moved to Ireland to set up a business. I wanted to be a physical therapist and train people and teach people. I also was a martial artist. I had my own classes all the way around the northwest of England, and unfortunately due to an injury, severe cruciate ligament damage, it kind of ended my training career, if you like, and got involved in physical therapy. But the struggle there was in making the money, in making money to do that. And so I had to dig down in a job, as I call it, just over broke, you know, and working a day job. Became a really good debt collector. I used to collect for Alliance and Leicester and a few other big banks. But it just didn't agree with me. I found myself going grey, started losing my hair, and getting really stressed out. And so moving it more into the healing field, being involved in the martial arts, having a history of involvement in physical therapy was the journey for me. And over a period of 20 years, I've slowly built my own sort of mini following in a local area of Dublin. I've travelled the world, I've visited China, I've trained with Chinese masters. I have teachers here in London that I visit regularly. And it's been a complete evolvement for me from being a corporate guy to a physical therapy guy, you know. I've been fortunate enough to train with some incredible people that can do unbelievable things to the human body. I mean, remove pain rapidly without medication. So for me, it's been a real eye-opener to the human body and the potential that we have to overcome adversity. Decided, you know, the information that I've gathered, I have 27 volumes of information at home from 25 years of practice, and it's just sitting there in a little office in the back room of my house, not doing anything. And I think I owe it to myself to start spreading this information. I mean, there's a wealth of people out there doing incredible things, but they don't have the platform in which to share it. It's like hidden away in a backyard, in a back room somewhere. So they're doing little miracles, but it's not known that they're doing it, you know. And I feel, for me, there are tools, life tools that we can use on a daily basis that sit maybe outside of the norm, that can increase our performance, raise our energy up, help us recover from injury and illness, post-operation, help us recover from being sick, from our lifestyle, right? So people are, I mean, coming to London, it's just full on, you know? People are rushing, and they're burning themselves out. And then they get sick, and then they can't recover as effectively. And so what happens is they get sick again and again and again, and they just can't shake it off. They're not reinvesting in themselves. So my whole philosophy is reinvest, put that energy back in. My students think I'm crazy. They wonder why. How do you do so many hours? How do you do more than us? It's because I do the training on the inside.
Why come looking for us? What was going on in your business or inside yourself?
There was a need. There was a need for change. You know, there was a need for... I mean, it's kind of like what you said to me before. It was like, you know, you're one person, you can only reach so many people, and then that's it. And I felt that there's no freedom in that. You know, it's like being in a chain gang. You're just in there grinding those bodies on the bench and slamming those needles in, and you're just doing that all the time, but you're not reaching people outside of that. It doesn't make sense, right? Because if I believe so much in this tool, if I can take people out of pain in less than 40 minutes from severe migraines without morphine, why not show the world how that can be done? I mean, there's people out there doing it, right? But they're sharing it just with a small tribe, which is maybe the people they're teaching. But they're not showcasing it to the world.
We had that Zoom call, I think, after one of the webinars.
It's a Tuesday, yeah.
And you were at your clinic, and I saw you there, and I said that to you. I said, you're obviously passionate about what you do. And in my opinion, you're obviously good at what you do, even though I haven't seen you do it, but I get a feeling you are. And yet, you know, I think I called it right. You're on some side street somewhere in Dublin.
Exactly.
You get a bit of footfall, and how many people can you literally lay hands on every day, even with your work ethic?
Yeah.
What is it, 14 or something? And that's a busy day.
Yeah.
So it just means you can never scale, and let alone scale a business, but you can't heal more people, help more people.
No.
And so it was good that you recognized that.
Yeah.
And maybe good that you recognized that maybe part of the reason you're there is because it's a little scary when you go out there as well.
Yeah.
Put it on the line.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was following you for 2 years and I saw the transformation and I was a bit like, where's he going with this? And then there's this thing of, if you don't jump on now, he's going to be so far ahead of you, he won't even see you. You're going to be just like a little fish being trawled along the bottom of the sea. So get in there while before he gets so far ahead of you. And the fear, and I'll be honest with you, it took a year really to pull the trigger. Not that Tuesday evening. It took a year of battling with myself. And partly because in the past I've been screwed over with other coaches, you know, they're kind of like, you know, take your money and there's the thing. And nothing came of it, you know. And nothing came of it because I wasn't given the direction, right? I wasn't given the tools. I was just told, this is what we do. And after that call, and I said it in the blog that I did, I said, you read me like a bloody book, you know, and I was like, whoa, where's the, you know, I don't really know you. And I was really blown away. And so I thought, and I sat there in that clinic, and I was in between treatments on that call, so to run in and out and put needles in people, because I still have that commitment, right? Because it's like any business, there's a fear of stepping away from the thing that pays the bills into something that on the face of it looks intangible. You know, it's out on the internet, it's floating in the ether. And so are you really going to do that? Are you going to step away from this amazing clinic that you built, but it's never going to be anything else but an amazing clinic? Or are you going to just step up, pull the trigger, get on board and see where that ride brings you? And now I have 21 students right at this moment, another one just enrolled, 21 people doing the Qigong. We did Qigong this morning in the park, and people are like, you know, what's going on? Why aren't you doing more of this? You know, and even my own students are like, I'm so glad you're going to London and doing this, because we've been sitting there waiting for you to do it. I'm like, what? Yeah, we've been sitting there waiting for you to step up the game. I said, you're joking me? No. It's really frustrating for us because we can't get to you because you're too busy treating people.
So this has allowed you to actually touch the people who wanted more of you.
Yes.
And that's only been a couple months.
Well, yeah, we're 8 weeks.
Yeah, we're 8 weeks.
And it's the same when I talk to my clients in the clinic. If I can give them 1 minute, one nugget of information, like don't eat this food, eat this food, take this herb, not this one. The reason why you're not getting pregnant is because of this, not because of this. You know? Really? Yeah. Nobody's ever told me that before. And I thought, what do I have? What do I really have that I can give? And I think it's my journey and the fact that I was burnt out, that I was washed out, I lost 2 stone in weight, I couldn't carry on. I had to go and find a tool to save me from burnout. You know, because if I don't work, I don't get paid, right? I'm self-employed. And so I had to share that immediately, and people started resonating with that. But pretty soon I found that niche it's quite difficult to get into. So I looked at the concept of illness and injury recovery, and then people were like, yeah, that looks good. Now it's evolving into something else, but realizing I can have my own tribe. Realizing that if you don't push past those demons, you don't know the possibilities. You don't know whether people are going to be accepting of what you're doing. You don't know. How do you know? You don't, because you're just battling against something inside yourself that doesn't actually really exist. The aha moment was that there was people on the course messaging me saying, I feel better. You know, my neck and shoulders are great after what you showed me. It's, wow, what is this stuff? I was like, actually, people really want to know what it is that I do. And the fact that I put it across in a way that's not woo-woo, right? I'm not dealing with cosmic energies. I'm dealing with real, practical, applicable information in everyday life. And I realized I have something to give. That was the real aha moment. And because I was ready to buckle, I was ready to go, that money, flush it down the toilet, go back to your little job, putting needles in, which is great. But I want to travel, right? I want to travel, I want to share. So I said, no, push past, did the webinar, did the masterclass, and actually my close, it wasn't even a close, it was like, thank you for coming. And thank you for coming, and for coming, this is what I'm going to give to you. And next minute I know, I go back to my computer and there's all these votes of confidence. That's what they are, votes of confidence. 45% conversion. First time.
That's incredible. There's no feeling like it.
Yeah.
Like you said, you get in the Squarespace emails, bam, 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 another vote of confidence, confidence. People vote with their credit cards. Investing in you. Yeah. Investing in themselves.
Yeah. And you know what? I always give them 10 times what they think they're getting. So they think they're getting this course, right? And when they get on the inside, I'm like, actually, I'm going to show you this as well. And I'm going to give you a bit of this. And they're like, whoa, you know.
Delivering wow. Sounds like
yeah, because you have to, right? And that's you've got to, if you change people's lives, they follow you and they want to be with you.
Sounds like you studied very well this course. Talk to me about your classmates. What's it like to be in that group? What's that community like?
Team Melia. Wow. There was some real highs, real lows, but there was some real rallies, and there was a lot of slagging. And I you know, I'm originally from Northern England, so we say a spade is a spade, right? We don't call it a shovel. So we're very black and white. So I had no problems in motivating the team. I really wanted to step up. And my thing is, I used to be a martial artist, so we lead by example. So I thought, if I can crush at least 4 or 5 weeks of this, people are going to go, oh, I want to do the same. And that was my goal. And yeah, the last week I did struggle. You know, I did struggle, I won't lie to you, but I kept going and kept motivating people. I love doing that. I mean, actually, I struggled with the name Chi Life Academy. I was like, what will I call it? Well, I use the word Chi, people don't know what that is. And then I just said, the guys just went, no, that's what it is. And it resonated. So actually, the team gave me that name for my business, not me. You know, simple things like that really, it makes a difference. And
biggest takeaway from the course for you?
Invest in yourself. Not just doing qigong, or you invest in yourself. Own your business. Take time out to develop it. Don't slow down, don't give up. You know, if you run a masterclass and it doesn't figure out, go again. And I can say I have a business. I have a business that's viable and is scalable. And I'm pretty sure in the next 6 to 8 months, you'll see me traveling and teaching around the world.
Yeah. I mean, for people that don't understand, I mean, you went from 0 to 6 weeks, made $700 in 1 week by selling the ideas in your brain to people you never met. Yeah. That's a business. Yeah. And not only you did it, but, you know, 70% of your classmates did it. Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm so proud of you guys and you. And I remember that call with you. I was in this room. Yeah. And I remember you going in and out of the call.
Yes, sorry about that.
And I'm just so glad that you stepped up. Yeah. Because you could have easily not. And gone back to that same life. And also you can get caught up in your busyness. That's the thing. Like, you have a crazy schedule, and sometimes you can just get caught up, and next thing you know, you're 65. And so it's great to see you out of that loop. And as long as you stick with this, you can do so many great things. And we
Yeah.
can feel your energy now, and you need to scale this energy, you
Yes.
know, and get that out to people.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking about buying your course too. If we walked out to Old Street Roundabout right now, and the two of us bumped into the old Anthony, how is that guy different than the one I'm with right now?
I think the old guy is just a tourist.
What do you mean?
I'm just passing through life. I'm not contributing to the depth that I can, that I know I can.
What does your wife think of the new you?
If she's watching, she knows I'm a bit crazy and a bit full on. She has to put up with a lot. Yeah, she's a very special person. She knows what I'm trying to achieve. Yeah.
Good. Because if you keep doing what you did the last 8 weeks, I'm telling you, a year from now, you will not recognize who you are, the business, your student body, your impact to the world. It's going to be incredible.
Thank you, Brian.
So it's been an honor having you on this course. Love your energy, and welcome to the family.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Brian.
Cool.